Hey guys, Jose with Affordable Handy Service. Yeah, today I'm going to show you how to resurface a shower pan, a shower tub, anything you want to resurface, you can do it. Let me show you really quick. So here we have, this is the house that we are working on. I'm sure some of you saw the video of the entire house, how it looks. So this is the one of the showers. So they had this fiberglass shower stand here, actually a pan. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna resurface it. You can resurface it with any color you want. This is actually fiberglass, which is really easy to work with. You have cast iron, anything you want to resurface. Like I said, I'm gonna show you how to. So first thing we had to do, we're gonna do a little bit of the wet sanding. Got a little water, sandpaper. So pretty much what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna degloss everything. The way you degloss it, pretty much with the light sanding, with a little bit of water, it's just gonna come off. We already did this tub, we cleaned it. It was really bad. So right now it actually looks a little bit clean. But yeah, so pretty much we have everything masked. Even though we have not done the tile on the walls, we still want to mask, because we have to do the waterproofing or the membrane before we do the tile, but I don't want any paint on the walls, so we got to make sure we mask everything. The floor as well, it does fly a little bit, you get a little of that overspray, nothing crazy. So the floor, I use that heavy duty film. Okay guys, so we already cleaned the tub, we deglossed it, we wet sand it, clear all the debris, anything you see, any lint, dirt, dust, whatever, you gotta clean it as much as possible. Now we're getting ready to prime it. Here we have, that's what we're using for as a prime, 1K. We already got our mixing done right here. We're also using a medium based gotta make sure you stir really good. So it all depends on the temperature you're working with. If it's, make sure it's not too hot, too cold. It tells you in the back of the reducer what's your mixing ratio. So we got it all ready. So we're gonna suit up and get ready for the primer. All right guys, we're all suited up. Pour the paint in the canister. So what we're using an HVLP. That's the best thing to use when you're trying to do a small project like this. You don't want to use an airless, because you're gonna ruin all the plastic washers and all that beautiful stuff. So HVLP, that's the way to go. Like I said, we're all suited up. Got it? So we're gonna do one coat, maybe 2 coats of primer, and see how it goes. All right guys, we did 1 coat. See, the reason you can still see the white, because if you do too much paint at once, especially if you added too much reducer, what's gonna happen on the upper parts, the primer, the paint is gonna be running down. So you gotta go a little bit at a time. Do 1 coat, let it dry, and then go back and do a 2nd coat. All right, we're gonna let it sit for a couple of minutes. We'll come back and we'll do a 2nd coat. And then, like I said, this is just the primer. All right guys, So it's ready to do the second coat. Right before you do the second coat, perfect time to go back and see if there's any debris on the ground, on the surface, anything. It's dry to the touch. Got it? So perfect time, double check, make sure there's nothing, and then you can go ahead and apply your second coat. Alright guys, so here's the second coat. What it looks like. Cover pretty much every corner, every crevices. Might need another one, I'll do another one later. Just gonna let this dry. And we'll double check, we'll come back and double check, make sure everything looks good. Okay guys, second coat is dried. Went back, cleaned everything, like I said, make sure there's no debris, no lint. And actually they found a couple of spots. Removed it, did a little touch up right there. Might need a little bit more, but like I said, perfect time. Remove whatever you have, anything that you see, just so you can have a clean surface at the end. All right, so here we have, we already have our paint ready. This is what we're doing. A lot of people ask us what kind of paint do we use. A lot of people say that they buy their stuff from Home Depot. That thing doesn't last, it looks okay, but it will start flaking. So like I said, this kind of paint, the same type of paint that you will see in your cars, that's how strong it is and durable. So like I said, we use a primer, and now we got the paint we're using a one stage. Normally, like when you're about to paint a car, you do the base, which is the color, and then you do the clear, the gloss. So this is a one stage, which you mix the paint with the activator, which is the hardener, and the gloss at the same time, and your reducer right there. So the mixing ratio for this one, we're gonna use 4 to 1 to 1. Got it? 4 part paint, 1 part activator, 1 part reducer, which is right here, and it's all ready to go. Make sure you stir it really good. Boom. Okay guys, one coat down, same process. You don't want to do too much, especially at the end, because you're gonna have a paint run. A little bit of time. Plus, if you do too much at once, like I said, with paint runs, you're not gonna have fun with that, sanding it down and all that crap. Do one coat, let it dry a couple of minutes, go back and do the second coat. All right guys, so first coat, it's dried. Not 100% dried, but it's good enough to where we can do the second coat. All those areas that look really light at the corners, at the walls and everything, we'll make sure this second time we do a better coat, just so we can cover everything. All right guys, so we are done. I actually ended up doing 3 coats on this. Why? Because I had extra paint, and then if I did not use it, once you add that activator, it goes hard like a rock in a couple of hours. So might as well use all of it. I had almost a full quart, so just applied it. So now, as you can see, every single corner is covered really good. The floor, the front, look at how shiny that is. This one's not going to stay as shiny. It has more like a satin finish to it. It's not slippery. Just because at the bottom you can still see the little marks from the tub itself. Those comes from factory anti-slip. So once you go in the shower, this gives you a grip of the paint of the pan, so you don't fall on your ass. But look at how good it looks. At the end, once it's fully dried, we can always come back, and if there's areas that need to be sanded, just because there's always little debris that will fall into it once it dries, you can always wet sand it and buff it out. Like I said, it's just like a car. Got it? Alright guys, well thank you for watching. If you guys find this helpful, let me know. Like I said, you can always resurface if you have one in your house. Most of the time you have tile, you have granite, you have marble around it. You don't want to tear all that out, because trust me, it's expensive. The bill keeps piling up. But the pan itself, some of the times, as you know, it looks like crap. As much as you clean it, it doesn't look like new. So if you have a shower that you want to resurface, this is the process to go. Like I said, we use paint that is the same quality as the paint that you will find in your guys' car. That's how durable it is. I had some guys telling me, why you spend so much money in that paint when you can buy something from Home Depot or Lowe's online, because it doesn't last. I've seen it happen. I've had customers call me, say, you know, I had this guy do this job before a couple of months and now it's flaking. Well, that's why it doesn't last. This one, like I said, it will last for years. You can always change the color, or keep it the same. We can always match it. So the reason we changed this color is because we are going to do something different on the walls. So we couldn't stick with the white base, so we had to change it to a dark color. But you'll see once everything's done, once everything's complete. Hopefully you find this helpful and you like it. Let us know. Alright guys, well thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.